Hey yo man, what's up? TMD crew in the building. You know where it's at, man. Been a long time since I've done one of these Konbini rants, Konbini chats. How y'all doing? I think some of you guys have obviously caught me on live feeds and doing my PlayStation Live stuff. So yeah, just have a bit of a catch up, bit of a chat, man. We're outside the best 7-Eleven in Japan, and this is absolutely mind-blowing news. So basically, we've had a what am I doing talking, man? I should be cracking this chew eye open right now. So basically, we've had a price hike in Japan over the weekend. And I was lucky enough to get my chew eyes on the weekend for 211 yen. That was the going rate. And I was thinking, this is kind of weird because I haven't really experienced any of this fucking new price hike shit. Even Sushiro over there behind me has increased their sushi prices. I think for the yellow plates it's like 110 yen. I think it's 120 now or something. Or it might be 100. Was it 100 yen? Hakuen? I can't fucking remember because I normally get a lot of the yellow plates. So let's say 100 yen. I think it's 120. But I've just gone into this 7-Eleven right now. I went in there to see if the prices have gone up, if they've changed the fucking labels, right? And it said in there it was 230 yen. So I bought my chew eyes and I got the check. I was like, oh, this is a little bit weird. So I asked the lady, so how much is chew eye now? She's like, oh, it's 220. Yeah. So it was that was 220, but there was a label saying 230, and the guy just told me that they haven't had time to update all the fucking barcodes and shelving and everything, all the stock. So actually it should have been 230. So that means that chew eye is now increased in price to 29 yen. Fucking hell. Which doesn't sound a lot of money. But if you have like 5 chew eyes, that 30 yen adds up. So technically you're losing one can, maybe a small can. But some good news if you're into your chew eyes. I actually found out the other day that Masamoto Kiyoshi over there, Masamoto Kiyoshi have their own brand of chew eye. And I posted it up on my Instagram. Yeah, unbelievable. So that changed. I should actually go over there. After I've had these two, I might pop over and show you guys what's up. But yeah, they've got their own brand of chew eye. Now, this to you might not sound very fucking interesting, but basically Masamoto Kiyoshi is technically known as a pharmacy. And they sell alcohol in there. It's very bizarre. I don't know what it's like in England, like Boots. Because I know Boots is a pharmacy. Boots is like Masamoto Kiyoshi a little bit. But it's just odd that you can buy chew eye. Now, the thing about these stores, right, is that the shop that I go to near the station, they actually sell the alcohol right at the back of the store. They kind of like, I don't know, they don't want to put that alcohol at the front of the shop amongst all the health drinks and all that shit. Green tea and fruit and veg drinks, all that weird shit. They kind of like hide it at the back, so unless you have a good walk around the shop, you wouldn't know it was there. It's actually placed next to the condoms and pregnancy tests. It's very bizarre. So anyway, I went in there the other day, and yeah, I found out they have their own brand, man. It's bizarre. It's really bizarre. Why they're doing it, I don't know. They don't make their own beer. They don't make their sake. They just make chuai. So it just proves that, like, you know, there's a market for this fucking foul beverage that companies can make money on. So yeah, that's the chuai news. Secondly, as I stand here, I spoke about this on my live feed about this young girl that's gone missing. She's still missing, and the cops have been around this area, basically where this girl had escaped. Can you see where my finger is, right? This girl, and this is another weird fucking thing as well, guys. It's another weird thing. Is I found out that this girl, the parents, they fucking live next to my kids' Hoikwen kindergarten. Like, I've passed their house billions of times because it's on the way to my house, right? So anyway, if you can imagine where I live, this girl has gone on a kickboard, what they call it, scooter thing, and I think she's fucking gone over here. Can you see where my hand is? There's a park down there. So they found a scooter bike there, and then she's fucking walked. If you can see where I'm pointing my finger now, there's a huge river there and the embankment that goes up. Now, it's just been a fucking crazy, like, 10 days already whenever she went missing. We've had helicopters, we've had search teams, it's all over the fucking news, blah 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 blah. So how it went was, we had a typhoon on Thursday night, Friday. This kid leaves the house, gets on a scooter, goes to that park, dumps her scooter bike, goes to this fucking river. They found her shoes and socks. Did a search for like 4 or 5 days, can't find her. Then they found her hat in this like drainage system thing on the river. Helicopters are still going up, still search teams. So now, the update of this sad fucking situation is people are saying like this could be a kidnapping. It could well be, who knows, but they can't find enough camera footage of this girl leaving the park and going up this fucking huge embankment. So the people are saying it's kind of weird, because now in a press release like today or yesterday, the parent was like, yeah, our daughter doesn't like the water, she'd never go in there. So the parents are like in their mind saying that she's been, quote, kidnapped. I don't know, man. Like, we don't know that shit. They've had like river experts try to calculate the current of the water. Anyway, they haven't found her, which is obviously destroying the parents' minds. It's even destroying my mind. A lot of people in my area are kind of like stressed out, you know, because it's just, this has happened. Like I said, guys, this is all over national news. It's just mad. I've been following this on YouTube. Been watching the news, and today it had a video of like me. I don't know if this is right. I could read the kanji. It's like 120. I don't know if it's 120 volunteers or 120 cops. I don't fucking know. But the area, the land over there, is fucking huge. The river is fucking huge. There's actually 3 areas of the river that flow out. So people are saying that she's obviously gone out to sea. But these cops and the search teams keep searching around this fucking area. Nobody's thought about going to the fucking looking at the sea. I don't know. It's such a big area. You know, finding this child is going to be finding a needle in a haystack kind of situation, right? But miracles do happen, right? So this is why in the media people are like, is she kidnapped? It seems strange, and now the parents have got this in their mind that she's been kidnapped. Which, I don't know, man. I don't know how to deal with this, because, like, I don't know if all the stress and, like, fucking the mental pressure is, like, they just haven't, like, understood the whole situation. Like, they don't want to believe that she's drowned. But the signs are that she has, kind of, because I haven't found the body yet. Now this is where it gets really fucking ridiculous. They had on the video about 30 cops with these old fucking broom handle sticks. These search teams, they're all in a line with these fucking sticks that they use. If you've been to Japan and come out of Narita Airport, you'll know what I'm talking about. You know, like turtles, Donatello, one of those stick things. You got 30 fucking cops searching around the baseball field, like soccer field, tapping the ground for evidence. It's a complete waste of fucking time, man. These cops in Japan, they're completely stupid. Completely stupid, right? They're doing this on the floor. What a waste of money and time, and it's not even a search, man. You know, it's just so ridiculous, right? So anyway, as I'm going through YouTube, I was looking at all the comments from the Japanese people, and I talking about this on my live feed. Japanese people some people are very, very obscure and deranged and very weird. So one particular comment that I found very interesting, and I kind of agree with, was like, why are taxpayers spending all this money on sticks? Why are the police force using these ancient sticks that they were using back in, you know, like the 1200s or whenever, when samurai were running around? They need to be having high-tech equipment, dogs, cameras, heat sensors. What are the Japanese cops doing? Using fucking broom handles. Like, seriously. In a country that is what's supposed to be quote one of the most developed countries in the world, I can't believe they could not get any fucking video evidence of this girl walking about. It's beyond me. Beyond me. You go to London, you go to any city, any town in England, man, there are cameras everywhere. Of course there are cameras in built-up areas, I get it. I know what you're going to say on the YouTube comments. TMD, they're not going to have cameras near a fucking river. Well, actually, they actually do have cameras. There's a camera near the Matsudo River. They use these cameras for flooding to keep an eye on, like, how the dissipation of, you know, the water level. But watching this shit today was just, all I could think about was just fax machines, fax machines, fax machines. So they've wasted all this man hours trying to look in an area where, who the fuck is gonna bury a kid a fucking in the middle of the afternoon? There's a fucking typhoon and these cops are searching in this area. I understand that you have to like think outside the box and like search in areas that you probably, you know, but I know this fucking area and I know one thing: what they're doing is just waste of time. These guys, these search people, need to be going out to sea, kind of that level. But no, they're just concentrating the search around this area. It's a complete waste of time, guys. Anyway, I thought I'd switch the camera over just to give you some night views. But yeah, if my daughter was missing, I would be out there looking, and I'd be telling those cops, guys, I'm not being funny, but I think you're wasting your fucking time, because you think about it. It doesn't take fucking Agatha Christie to work this one out, mate. But anyway, I just want her to be found, man. Like, I want this shit to be over for the parents, for the people in this area. But yeah, like I said, it's incredibly sad. I have 2 kids, and I was talking to Henk the other night about this. There is no fucking way I would let my kids cannot even get off the front pavement sidewalk at my house. I told them, so if you go out, you fucking stay here. You don't run off, you don't walk off. And my kids know when I get angry, and they know when I get serious about shit, because that's good parenting, right? It's good parenting. That Zen will he shits himself when I get angry. May is more with it. My son is not so with it. He's a bit mad. But yeah, man, it's just horrific. I don't wish this shit on anybody, but at the end of the day, like, you know, I don't know what these parents were doing, guys. It's just, write in the comments, what do you think, man? You know, I was around when Jamie Bulger was taken away by Venables and that other creep in Liverpool at the there's a cockroach down there, guys. Cockroach alert. Can you see him? There he is. He's eating that cigarette. Go on, cocky. He's a big bugger. Look at him. He's fucked off. That's what I get about cockroaches, man. I think he's in there somewhere. I used to be quite fearful of cockroaches, but not now. I'm kind of used to them. They're all over. It's worse in Shibuya, though, man. There are like there are rats everywhere in Shibuya. That's another thing as well. Shibuya. It is a shithole, really, guys. I think I've ranted about Shibuya quite a number of times, but what was I going to say? Yeah, I'm not scared of rats and cockroaches anymore. Yeah, I'm kind of used to it. But it's kind of worse when they're inside your house. I think this year we've been quite lucky. I haven't seen any cockroaches running around. And as much as like you might think that, you know, Japan is a dirty country, it's not. It's just the fact that these cockroaches are everywhere. And how they get into your house, they can either get in through the drains, they can, like, if you come home at night time, these sneaky little ninja cockroaches are like hiding in the corners and shit. So they'll just wait for you to come in and just go in your house. But I will tell you a story. I think Yukari had moved into my place, my old apartment. And we went to bed. It was around about midnight. And around about 1 a.m. in the morning, we had dinner, obviously, and I had cling film, plastic wrap over the food. What's this guy doing, man? And I'm not joking you, we had some leftover food on the kitchen panel, the sink panel. I was asleep, and I'm a really light sleeper, but if you drop a pen, I'll wake up. Any noise, I'm up. And I was in bed, I could hear this like rustling sound, really weird sound. I was like, what the fuck is that? It's 1 a.m. in the morning, half asleep. What's that? What's that noise? And I didn't think anything of it. I thought it might be the wind, it might be something outside. Went back to bed, and I could hear this like this fucking noise, bro. I got up, man. I put on the fucking light. There was a cockroach. I'm not joking you. It was the length of this fucking tobacco packet. It was a good, I don't know, 10, 15 centimeters. It was the biggest cockroach I've seen in my life. And he fucking scared the shit out of me. And what he was doing was, it was fucking eating the plastic wrap. Oh, bro, my stomach churned. I was like, oh, fuck. Yukari was fast asleep. She's a deep sleeper. This thing was sat on the top of this, top of the food. Might be chicken or some shit. He's like, I'm gonna eat this chicken. It was just the noise, bro. That he was like eating through the plastic. Cockroaches are horrible things. But like this thing was not a normal, like that size. If you caught it on camera. It was huge, bro, and I was like, luckily I had some, we had the insecticide spray, the bug spray, because in my old apartment there was a few cockroaches that used to come in, because we were near drains and shit, so this little bastard had sneaked in somehow. Anyway, I fucking managed to exterminate this fucking vile creature and disposed of him very sharply. I don't know what this cockroach was thinking, but it was dumb as shit. I think it ran off the food, ran down, fell off the fucking kitchen area. It was on the floor just like looking at me. I fucking zapped him and he got fucked up. Because you can't be going around killing cockroaches with towels and fucking your granddad's slippers, because these female cockroaches, if you splatter them, they disperse their eggs everywhere, so then you're gonna have like another fucking 200 of them motherfuckers running around. But I'm pretty fucking sure I'll tell you another story before I divulge. The first ever, oh God, I feel sick talking about it. This is how bad the story is. My first apartment was on the second floor of this really old rickety mansion. To look at was really nice. Well, old, but in good nick. Gets to summer, and I realised there were like 2 or 3 cockroaches running around. My ex-wife used to shit herself. These things were running around. So I decided to buy some traps. I think I bought like 3 traps. Cockroach traps. Anyway, it seemed that there were still more of these cockroaches running around. In our futon area, in our bed, everywhere. Put the traps in, they went away. We moved out of the apartment. We only stayed there 2 years, I think. So before we left the place, we had to clean the fucking apartment. So underneath the kitchen area, in some areas where I put it underneath some cabinets, I had the fucking biggest shock of my life. Put it this way, these traps were like these little cardboard boxes with like really strong glue bond. I think I had 3 or 4 boxes, and every fucking box had cockroaches in them, to the point where there were cockroaches hanging out of the sides because it was so full of them. And we were living in this place. It just made my stomach fucking churn to no end. I just could not believe. I think there must have been around about 30 cockroaches. Some are already decayed in those motherfucking boxes. That's the level I'm talking about. But there's nothing you can fucking do about it in Japan, because they're fucking everywhere. Even if you had your doors closed, if you were in isolation, these little critters would just find ways of getting into your fucking house. And they normally get in through the fucking drain system. That's where they come in. But the weird thing was that this apartment we had was on the 2nd level. So in Japan, the further you like live up on an elevated living space, you're gonna get less mosquitoes, less bugs to be fucking around with. But this was like 2nd level. It's got to be like maybe, I don't know, 20 meters high or some shit. I don't know. No, less than 20 meters. 10 meters. It was just crazy. So that's some cockroach stories. Moving on, guys. There was a story in the Japanese news. I'm trying to find this shit. Japanese people told, yeah, while I'm looking, you can have a spy. Here we go. Actually, this was in the BBC website of all places. You can't see it, but let me read it out. Japan urges its young people to drink more to boost the economy. I don't know how many people on YouTube have talked about this, but let me get into it. Japan's young adults are a sober bunch, something authorities are hoping to change with a new campaign. The younger generation drinks less alcohol than their parents, a move that has hit taxes from beverages like sake or rice wine. So the National Tax Agency has stepped in with a national competition to come up with ideas to reverse the trend. The Sake Viva campaign hopes to come up with a plan to make drinking more attractive and boost the industry. The contest asked 20 to 39-year-olds, I can't join, to share their business ideas to kickstart demand amongst their peers whether it's from Japanese sake, sochu, whiskey, beer, or wine. There's no Chuai mentioned on there. The group running the competition for the tax authorities say new habits, partly formed during the COVID pandemic and an aging population, have led to the decline in alcohol sales. It's so fucking bizarre, bro. Right? It wants contestants to come up with promotions, branding, and even cutting-edge plans involving AI. Japanese media say the reaction has been mixed, with some criticism about the bid to promote an unhealthy habit, but others have posted quirky ideas online, such as famous actresses performing as virtual reality hostesses in digital bars. That's basically like having your an AI VR with your favorite porn star. Let's say for me it'd be Pamela Anderson, serving you drinks, doing jiggles, and doing other weird shit, right? The campaign's website says Japan's alcohol market is shrinking, and the country's older demographic, alongside declining birth rates, is a significant factor behind it. This is no joke, guys. You guys think I'm talking shit when I'm reading this out, but you go on Google, type Japanese people should drink more, and you'll come up with it. The BBC was at the top of Google searches right now. Recent figures from the tax agency shows that people were drinking less in 2020 than in 1995, with numbers plummeting with an annual average of 100 litres to 75 litres per adult. Tax revenue from taxes on alcohol has also shrunk over the years. According to the Japanese Times newspaper, it made up to 5% of the total revenue in 1980, but in 2020 amounts to just 1.7%. The World Bank estimates that nearly a third, 29% of Japanese population is aged over 65 and older, the highest proportion in the world. Concerns about the future of sake is not the only problem that poses for Japan's economy. There are worries about the supply of younger staff for certain types of jobs and care for the elderly in the future. Now, Japan has people like me living here. Thumbnail. People like me who smoke ridiculous amounts of tobacco, drinks copious gallons of chuai and other alcoholic beverages, and they want to like kick people out like myself. They don't want to give me PRs, they don't want to help me in any way. But I help the economy with their alcohol and tobacco tax revenues. This is legit stuff, guys. This is legit news. I came across this like maybe last month. It's beyond me. Now, you know, at this very spot, at this very time, I was talking about how alcoholism is really fucked up in Japan. So I'm not quite sure where this survey has come out of. I see a lot of young people in their 20s, 30s going out getting pissed and drinking. Whether they go having sex after that, I don't fucking know. But all I can tell you is this. Do I think it's a good idea? Living or coming from England, obviously in the UK we have a problem with the younger generation being subjected to alcohol at very young ages. I started drinking when I was like 15, properly, and smoking at that age. Do I regret doing it when I was that age? No, I don't. But, you know, like, England can be a very violent place, and alcohol has caused many things. Domestic abuse, wrecked marriages, wrecked people's lives, everything else, right? All that shit. I think if people are generally like adult about drinking, like they're not like being alcoholics or being really fucked up, then I don't have any problem with it. But obviously, talking about tax revenues, we just had this tax spike. Alcohol is still cheap to buy it. You know, it is relatively cheap. This is parking here, man. Actually, that could be the car that we're getting next. We're getting a Nissan. We're getting a new car. We're getting one of these cars at the end of October. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, man. Then you've also got like unwanted pregnancies. Let's say you've got the problem of sexual diseases. I would say from the people that I know who are aged in their mid-20s that I do realise that like some of this survey is kind of like true to a certain degree. You know, there's only like idiotic foreigners like myself and a few others I won't mention who like to have a little bit of a drink after work, or they binge drink or whatever. But what fucks me up about this shit is they talk about like young people aged from 20 to 30, 20 to 39. They should drink. Fuck that, I want to smoke weed. Never mind drinking, man. I want to smoke some Mary Jane. That's it. This country is so fucked up. They're talking about loss of revenues. It's fact that, you know, countries like America, Uruguay, Holland, now Thailand, they've legalized weed. You don't need fucking alcohol sales to be pushed and targeted towards this age bracket when you could fucking legalize pot. There are people that smoke pot worldwide from teens to like fucking till you're 70, right? You've got such a huge age bracket span there of making a crap load of money. You legalize weed, there's gonna be no fights, there's gonna be no fucking internal damage due to kidneys fucking exploding or whatever. But this country is so behind the times with shit like this, is that weed will never ever be fucking legal here. And it fucking frustrates me. It's like, why should I be forced to be, you know, buying alcohol every fucking day? I just want to, you know, work, have a spliff, have a nice bath, just relax, man. I don't need to go to a club and talk to some fucking Japanese chick, you know, you know, all that crap. No, I don't want to do that shit, man. But hey, what can I do about it, man? So if I was one of these people on this promotion board or try to promote these fucking drinking things, I'd be like, can we like legalize fucking weed? That's gonna make more money. You're gonna have less problems with it. You're not gonna have pregnancies. You're not gonna have like fucking crazy illnesses. But what do you guys think? Write in the comments. Write in the comments. You know that TMD is talking sense right now. But it will never fucking happen. So they've come up with this scheme and try to make young people be fucking young alcoholics. I just don't get it, man. It's a very weird thing, right? It's a very weird thing to be talking about. But anyway, that was something I wanted to get off my chest on this night feed, the Konbini feed. What else? What else is there to talk about? Not a lot really, guys. Not a lot. Going from work mails. Thank God. What have you guys been up to, man? I know there's still a few people watching me. I lost 60 subscribers, man. I was gonna say, just because I started playing video games. Rather ridiculous, but hey, that's YouTube. I do have plans this week to I need a shit. Oh shit! Actually, guys, I actually do need to go to I need to get some razor blades. It's good fucking timing. There's nothing that I can really think about the top of my chest, man. Top of my chest, top of my head. It's autumn now, man. There's nothing much happening. Apart from me getting a new car. Well, it's used, but it's kind of funny, man. Like, this new car we're getting, which is used, it came today. It's a Nissan Serena, I think. It's not like it's quite an oldish car. It's a bit like this style. The guy who's selling it is like a friend of the family's. He's a car dealer, and his brother's got a garage. So when it came today, I was like, the back spoiler is just like fucked. The front bumper had a few nicks and bangs. The side panel as well is a bit fucked up. So anyway, my wife is set on this car, and we trust this guy because the last car we bought off the same guy, and perfect car, no problems. We've never had any mechanical issues with it. It runs like a dream, low mileage, and it's exactly the same with this car. Apart from it's a little bit beat up, but the guy we've already bought it. We've already got it, so that's going to be going to his brother's garage for a service. So they're going to fix the bumper, they're going to valet it, but it's dope as shit, man. You can fit 8 people in there. It's got an Alpine TV flip down screen. The kids are going to love that. It's so spacious. The front seats, bro, I can extend my legs. So it'll do us. It's like cost my wife 1.4 million yen. I don't know. We can probably pay that off in like nearly 4 years, 5 years. It's not a crazy amount of money. So I'm kind of excited about that. For road trips, I'll be in the back seat just chilling out, man. Plenty of leg room. I can slam a few of these. You could technically, it's one of those vans that you could actually, like one man in a van shit, you could do that in that vehicle. So yeah, I'm pretty hyped about that, and it's better for long journeys. Our little car, it's all right, but for long journeys, it's a little bit of a ball breaker. Crack this one out, guys. Not much going on. I normally try to restrict myself to 2 cans. It's Monday. So I try to stop drinking through the week, which I have. I normally drink on the weekends now. Or if I drink in the week, I don't drink at the weekends. Ooh la la. So yeah, that's about it, man. That's all I have to say on that matter. But obviously the news is that people can come out here now. Finally opened up. But obviously prices of shit have just gone up. I was watching an OG tuber. I won't say his name because I know some people will be like ridiculing me, but he was talking about his first time coming over here. Just made me laugh. Just brought back memories of me coming here for the first time. And you know, I've been here 14 years. I think I came here when I was 27, I think. I wish I kind of came here when I was in my mid-20s and then left. But I'm stuck here. But yeah, it's kind of interesting listening to his story. But I gotta say one thing. I suppose it doesn't really matter where you are in the world, right? But as you get older and wiser, things in your life change and your perspective changes so much. And we talk about having a midlife crisis, right? I think I'm going through one right now. But I do not regret any shit that I did when I was a fucking teen, mid-20s to my 30s. But right now, hitting 40, you look back on shit. Yeah. I just feel not burnt out, but like just chilled. That's a good word to use. I'm just not interested in a lot of stuff anymore in Japan, really. It's quite sad, really. I mean, right now I just work. Just work, man. I have my hobbies, of course, but it's still not fulfilling enough. Maybe I'm just so used to being here that nothing here anymore surprises me. Which is kind of shit, because like when you first come out here, like everything's new, everything's weird, everything's like but now I'm so used to everything, it's like, oh, it's kind of like boring, man. It's just boring.